哇，咁多！開始嘅時候咪It's cold. 因為我跌咗自己。
早晨啊，仲有 Judy 咧？個 Judy 喺邊啊？阿妹 ，Judy 咧？係啊 ，fish 喺度。咦？葉佩瑜啊。
我意思係你哋嗰邊。
國際家務工聯會。
國際家務工
Judy。
Judy 嚟呢度。Judy 嚟呢邊啊？
我唔使啊，我喺側跟得啦。
我只手咪。
咪咧就 put in Sheila 啦。Sheila。其他人咧？
你個梯頭係？
我有冇？
有冇樂寫？中文名係葉佩瑜，邊個佩？佩係精靈豐沛嘅佩，瑜係周瑜嘅瑜啦。你剛可唔可以 check 下就邊個要坐上位㗎？頭就上晒嚟喎 ，Johnny。
呢度啦，我話。
Johnny。係啦。Ida 你都講咁我都快出我數卡。
呀。
Johnny 上前啦。Johnny 係啦。
我哋車出嚟。係啊。
你坐咗先啦，我哋就。
Ida come。
係啦，我哋 check 嘅先。係啦，係咪齊啦？我哋
係。仲有邊個？
齊啦。
嚟呢邊，我哋車嚟呢邊，我哋車嚟呢邊。
我係佢哋主要講嘅，其實擺佢哋名得㗎。聽過唔係Judy 一係 Chuni you can sit in here and then Judy you still have to sit， 你要坐翻呢度。Chuni 你坐呢邊，係啊，咁樣而家我哋有中間有多啲位。
一陣入。One meter。
Sorry, try your seat。So that I sit in here。
入嚟。
OK。
或者開之前
介紹下。
係啊，介紹下你個名同梯頭。
Okay, they want us to introduce ourselves a bit. My name is Fish, Regional Coordinator from the International Domestic Workers Federation. 咁我叫葉佩瑜，佩係精力中佩嘅佩，三點水，瑜係周瑜嘅瑜，三點水，國際家務工 嘅聯會嘅亞洲統籌。And we have Dang Popsukasi. She's the chair of the FATWU. You raise your hand. 係啦，阿 Dang 係聯會嘅主席，咁佢亦都係泰國工會嘅主席。係啦 ，and Sheila is the secretary of the FATWU。咁佢係聯會嘅秘書。And she's also the chair of the Progressive Labour Union of Domestic Workers, which organize Filipino migrant domestic workers in Hong Kong. 咁佢亦都係咧進步家務工工會嘅主席啦。咁係組織菲律賓嘅家務工嘅。And we also have Paricha. Paricha is the EXCO member.
Yeah.
EXCO member of FATWU, and she's also from the Thai Migrant Workers Union. Paricha 咧係嚟自 FATWU 嘅理事啦，與此同時佢亦都係泰國工會嘅副主席係啦。And Ida
Overseas.
Ida is also the EXCO of FATWU. She's the EXCO
Overseas.
of EXCO. She's from the
But
she's also
secretary of
she's also the secretary of Overseas Domestic Workers Union, which organize Filipino migrant domestic workers in Hong Kong. 咁Ida 咧係 FATWU 嘅理事啦，與此同時咧係海外家務工工會嘅秘書係啦。咁呢個海外家務工工會咧，亦都係組織菲律賓籍嘅家務工外勞嘅。咁and we also have Judy. Judy is the FATWU EXCO and also the EXCO of the Hong Kong Domestic Workers General Union, which organize the local Chinese domestic workers in Hong Kong. 咁Judy 咧係 FATWU 嘅理事啦，與此同時係香港家務助理工會嘅理事。香港家務助理工會咧係組織本地嘅家務助理嘅，咁多數係啲有陪月啦，有去唔同屋企做家庭清潔嘅家務助理。And Chunni is EXCO of FATWU, as well as the chair for the Union of Nepalese Domestic Workers in Hong Kong. Chunni 咧係 FATWU 嘅理事啦，與此同時咧係香港尼泊爾家務工工會嘅主席。So as you can see, we have local and migrant domestic workers with different nationalities in this federation. 就正如大家睇到啦，我哋呢個聯會咧係有嚟自本地及外籍嘅家務工不同國籍嘅工會嘅，係啦。So maybe we can start now. Yeah. Okay. So I just facilitate and the MC 我就係做司儀嘅啫。Shall we? They ask for taking a picture first. So maybe you guys come close together.
1 meter away.
Where's the one?
How about standing? Standing up. Thank you.
我唔使，佢哋得。要唔要嗌下口號咧？阿爹，齊心抗疫，唔取消強制。
冇人拍 video 咩？
咁多位左邊要坐。
Okay, this way, this way.
影完踎低，影完踎低，然後
佢哋踎低。OK。開始之前想問一問記者朋友因為我哋有啲姊妹只係講英文嘅啫，係啦咁佢哋講英文嘅時候，我哋想睇一路逐句翻譯中文，定係還是佢講英文都 OK 唔使係嘛 ？So we can speak just when you speak English, then we don't need to translate into Cantonese. Yeah. Okay. So we will start. So
介唔介意咧？如果識講中文嘅，即係都
係阿 Dan 會講中文嘅， Sheila 會講英文，Sheila speak in English and Dan will speak Chinese.
Start.
Okay, we can start.
啊
Why we organize and
啊，大家好。點解我哋嚟呢度咧係邀請你哋嚟咧多？你哋呢度咧情況喺香港已經咁嚴重關咧嗰種病毒呢個咧係全世界都有影響好大，但係咧係次次睇新聞咧喺政府部門佢講出嚟咧關嗰啲關心同埋咧係有預防呢個係再抗疫惡化咁意思咧係都係淨寫字同埋啲喺電視播出嚟。有時我哋咧家務工咧係都冇時間睇電視啦，又跟唔到新聞啦，因為佢嘅緊張咧驚遇到呢個病咧，個個都係緊張噶啦，冇話我哋家務工甚至僱主，因為我僱主都係好緊張，日日都緊張，所以咧我哋嚟呢度咧，我哋想有啲係信息俾大家知道，我哋咧亞洲家務工工會聯會咧又對呢個冠狀病毒呢個咧係點樣做法，同埋咧我哋咧係點樣想俾信息俾香港政府係關照我哋家務工同埋咧係我哋個僱主嚇，呢個係我哋嗰啲目的今日嚇。
Dan has mentioned that during this pandemic, actually employers and domestic workers as well, we are also very worried about the situation, and we also need more information. We want to express our situation and what our concerns are. So maybe Sheila, you can mention a bit.
Yeah. So far for these past few weeks and days, especially last night, I received a lot of calls from migrant domestic workers, especially for Filipinos who are in the Philippine side and also who are here. And most of the concerns are those who will be, the employers will be quarantined, but the domestic worker stays at home. So what will be the best protection for the migrant domestic workers? Because I also heard from the press conference last night that there will be for those coming here, those new come here and those who will be coming back from vacation, the employer must need to provide, or the employment agency. But our concern in there is, what about if we will be quarantined in the home, or if we are not at home quarantine and define another accommodation, then that is one worry for us, who will going to provide our protection, our food and everything for the daily needs for the 14 days quarantine. And the second is are we entitled for a pay for the 14 days quarantine? Is this not clear on the press conference last night? And they said that we can also extend our visas in Hong Kong, but our problem is, if we are terminated, yes, we can extend the visa, but who will pay our visa? It's our own cost, and our accommodation, it will be on our cost and our living. So it will all falls to the migrant domestic workers problem. It will be costing us a lot, and this was not been cleared to the Hong Kong government, if what kind of assistance they can give it to the migrant domestic workers who are in quarantine. And for those who newly hired and the employer will not going to give accommodation while they will be coming here in Hong Kong, the government said that they will going to repatriate the migrant domestic workers back home. So we are always costing a lot of money for our application coming to Hong Kong to be employed. But then if we are new and we will be repatriated, because maybe most of the employer will not going to trust us to let us go to their house immediately. So they have to provide, they must provide. According to the press conference, the employer must provide. But the main thing that we are worried is, what about if they are not going to provide? So we will be repatriated from the country of origin. And we lose a lot of money on that. Does the government have something to say about this kind of concerns for the migrant domestic workers? Because it says only like employers and agency to provide accommodation, but nothing more, nothing less. They never say anything about the compensation and everything for us. So this is also our concern for the government to know, and if they can extend more support from the migrant domestic workers, because we're also workers here in Hong Kong. Thank you.
And so Sheila has mentioned about the situation when the migrant domestic workers has to be quarantined. And Lord Chikong yesterday, the Secretary for the Labor and Welfare Bureau has already mentioned clearly the employers has to provide accommodation. But it has not been clear about the accommodation, about the food and the salary, and also those who are newly hired, whose contract has not yet started, who will compensate them for the loss. There is also another situation that we are in concern, is that PLU FEDU also has got a lot of inquiries about the employers are going to come back to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And they will be the one who are quarantined. So maybe FEDU sister can also mention in this situation what kind of worries from the members and also some of the employers who are good employers, what are their concerns about.
So far, I receive a lot of calls, like many of our members, their employers are coming back in Hong Kong after they have these holidays in other foreign countries. The concern of the domestic workers who are leave behind here in Hong Kong, now that there's a mandatory quarantine for all who will going to enter Hong Kong, the problem is how we can protect ourselves as migrant domestic workers inside the house, because of course the employers were going to stay and be quarantined in their houses. So what kind of protection we're going to have when we need to work for the employers and the kids, especially for small babies? We need to take care of them. So we have a few members that they are taking care of babies and elderlies. But that is the question. If the employee will be quarantined, what will happen inside the house? Are we also protected? Even though this is still negative, because in 14 days, that's the time that we're going to see if the employer or any member of the family who comes back is positive or not. So there's a lot of worries from us domestic workers who is living within. That's why if we are trying to consider this kind of situation, I think it's time for us, the government also, to think about the live-in policy. The live-in policy makes us more vulnerable in getting this kind of situation, because we are the live-in workers in Hong Kong. And it's easy for us to be contacted to any disease that it was coming from outside. And we cannot also avoid our members. We cannot say that our employees will be the one to be quarantined outside, because they leave us alone inside the house when they were away. So we cannot do that. But there are also some workers who want to stay outside if the employer allowed them to stay outside. But there's also a policy that if we live outside, then that is violation of our contract. So there's a lot of worries that we want to be addressed to the Hong Kong government. Is this legal if we were going to stay outside during this kind of situation? Or is it time now for the government to look into it, into the live-in mandatory policy?
同埋我想加嗰個私立講嘢咧，因為你都知道啦，香港我哋嗰個僱主嗰間屋咧係有時唔係話太大面，有私人間房俾我哋嗰啲，我哋車老人家啊，或者細路仔咁意思咧， 他真係僱主隔離咧，我哋點樣係咁咧？呢啲都考慮下，呢啲好緊要，關我哋嗰個傳染咗嗰啲病毒嘅咁意思啦。呢啲我哋都大家都唔想啊，但係呢啲係揾方法，最好政府咧係有規定或者係有計劃，呢啲好關保護同埋咧係冇嗰個疫情有惡化咁意思嚇。
係啦，或者阿丁可以講多少少，即係其實以前工會同埋啲團體、傳媒都報道過，即係好多migrant domestic workers 外傭嘅住宿環境係點樣啦。
係啊，
同人哋一齊瞓廁所定點樣樣？
係啊，
多少少。
你哋都知道啦，有時咧新聞都出嚟咧係有啲喺搞掂廚房就有嗰啲帆布床係咁樣喺嗰度瞓覺，或者我自己都試過咧。以前服侍婆婆咧係6架床，婆婆照顧唔到自己，我都係鋪帆布床喺佢隔離側邊床瞓覺咁意思。所以咧情況咧可以話好容易感染到呢個病毒嚇。
So 咁咧，除咗我哋聯會有外傭嘅會員啦，咁我哋亦都有啲本地家務助理嘅會員嘅。咁我哋而家邀請阿 Judy 咧，就講下咧，而家本地家務助理嘅狀況，主要係2個情況，係咪？
本地嘅家務助理嗰個工作嘅情況咧，就係啦，我哋個工會咧就喺2月21號、28號咧都有個電話調查出咗嚟，個報告出咗嚟。咁其實咧，而家啲姊妹咧，佢而家嘅工作咧，開頭咧就係最嚴峻嗰陣時段咧，就佢話真係買唔到口罩，咁啊佢話唯有咧就係咧應該係冇工作做啊，即係唔可以出外啦，因為冇咗嗰個口罩，同埋咧好困難先買到。咁而家就算啦，而家嗰個情況係 OK， 買嗰個口罩嗰個情況都好似係出邊街都已經開始係有少少幫助到我哋啲工人，但係咧而家咧就係嗰啲我哋嗰啲香港家務助理嗰啲工人咧，嗰啲工作咧真係少咗一半，因為我哋嘅調查訪問嗰陣時咧，有啲我哋嘅姊妹咧就係話佢有6份工。而家少咗3份，收入就自然少咗，因為咧就係咧即係餐揾餐食，餐餐清。佢哋有幾多收入，就係靠嗰個工作時段賺得幾多，佢哋就係幾多㗎啦。咁有啲咧就姊妹咧就係話都係要湊小朋友，我都係唔做兼職㗎啦，因為咧學校係放假，即係搞嗰啲小朋友都要搞到要留喺屋企，我都係要放棄嗰啲 part time 工作嚟照顧小朋友。咁咧我覺得咧就係政府咧而家咧有一個防疫基金，但係嗰啲防疫基金咧就係咧即係唔輪到我哋攞咯，因為都好似都係冇包括埋我哋家務助理嗰啲工人咧，我哋做 part time 啫，佢哋冇諗到我哋呢一群嘅工人咯，即係我哋啲姊妹啊，我哋就係冇為到我哋諗過咯，就係為其他啊，又話咩旅遊業啊，有啲唔知酒店啊嗰啲剩啊，餐飲啊嗰啲係着想啦，但係我哋呢一班咧就係冇有諗過我哋啦。咁咧其實咧仲有咧，我哋咧都有啲姊妹個 case 咧，就係話政府公佈咗話呢一棟樓係有疫症曾經出現過，但係咧佢就唔會講到邊個單位。假如有啲僱主真係想叫我哋去做，但係我哋真係唔知道佢係咪屬於咩家居隔離嗰一群人啊。咁如果我哋唔知道，我哋上咗去做嘢，我哋會中招啊。所以咧就係政府咧想幫一幫下，睇下幫唔幫到實際邊一個單位係邊一個，仲有嗰啲僱主係好真實咁報道，我係真係曾經係返過大陸啊，或者去過外國啊，而家返嚟14日就家居檢疫咁樣咧， 如果我哋知道多啲咧，我哋都要考慮下去唔去咯，就係咁。梗係有工作做嘅，我哋梗係想做啦。但係佢如果唔講嘅，我哋都隨時中招咯。就係咁樣咯。唔該晒。
So Judy has briefly mentioned that they have done a survey that many members has lost half of the income, and also there are members whose children now they don't go to school, so they have to stop their own work in order to take care of their own children. And the other thing is government mentioned which buildings have somebody who are to be quarantined, but not the exact address. So they won't know whether their own employers is under the quarantine or not. So they also worry that they will taking the risk to be infected with the coronavirus. Yeah. So I think we have almost shared our concern. So if there's no more, then maybe Dan can mention what are our demands.
關呢個冠狀病毒咧，我哋嗰個亞洲家務工工會聯會咧，我哋要求政府應該即刻做呢啲嘢嚇，因為呢啲好緊要，反正全世界都有呢個緊張關嗰啲預防呢個病毒，所以咧第一我哋要求政府取消呢個強制留宿，因為頭先Sheila講咗咧，關嗰個live in 我哋 policy 呢個咧係我哋要求政府取消呢個強制留宿，同埋咧應該咧關啲僱主隔離同埋應該我哋嗰個隔離或者僱主隔離咧，政府一定負責呢樣嘢嚇。好，第二修改即安嘅條例。要肯定僱主有責任確保我哋家務工安全。一樣例如我哋嗰啲清潔劑或者乜嘢喺我哋屋企咧，一定搞清搞楚同埋一齊合作做呢樣嘢，做足呢樣嘢喺裏邊屋企。第三，冠狀病毒呢個要入法庭職業病，呢啲係政府一定做。第四，政府一定確定老細屋企咧係需要合情合理隔離，因為我哋住埋一齊，會唔會我哋傳染呢個病毒？呢啲係政府一定檢查下，話老細嘅屋企有冇合情合理隔離嘅安排。第五，政府要教育僱主同埋我哋關呢個病毒話點樣做法，同埋咧一齊嘅僱主對抗呢個病毒嚇。第六，關我哋頭先我哋本地家務工嘅我哋嘅姊妹講嘢，但係咧佢而家啲失業好多，政府一定有失業嘅保障呢個嘢嚇。第七，老闆要隔離，一定話俾我哋嘅姊妹聽，唔可以入屋或者點樣，俾信息佢哋正式俾信息佢哋，唔係話收埋我邊度嚟咁意思。後尾咧，我哋咧而家今日咧，我哋一定唔係。完呢個會咧，我哋會拍 video 教育我哋嗰個姊妹同埋嘅僱主一齊合作打抗呢個疫情，我哋會贏，大家一齊，唔該晒你哋。
我先咧時間嘅 slogan， 齊心合作，
齊心合作，
打抗病毒，
打抗病毒，
齊心合作，
齊心合作，
打抗病毒，
打抗病毒，
尊重工人，
尊重工人，
保障工人，
保障工人，
保障健康，
保障健康，
好，多謝，
保障大家，
保障大家。
好。
So let's leave some time for the questions from our reporters and friends here. Yeah, please.
係你好，想問下
嚇
係啊，想請教下咧，即係你哋新聞所提到咧，有啲外傭係咪嚟到香港就俾僱主即係可能解僱咗？係咪就係因為嗰個強制隔離嘅安排？可唔可以講多少少係多唔多人係因為咁樣而受影響被解僱啊？同埋主要係因為啲咩原因啊？
嚇。
She wants to ask about whether there are many cases when the migrant domestic workers who come to Hong Kong and has to be quarantined, whether there are many cases that they are being dismissed.
呢個咧，我俾阿黐辣答，因為黐辣咧，佢真係佢嘅 member 係撞到呢個，唔該，同埋求助，唔該。黐辣 ，can you answer her?
So far we got only one who was being immediately dismissed by the employer once she arrived, but there are more now in the Philippine side who are still in the Philippine side because of the ban to travel, the time that they cannot come back. But so far this is also what I said just now, our concern that once they arrive in Hong Kong, maybe they will going to face this kind of termination because of what happened in the past few days, that there's a Filipino who went to vacation and then come back to Hong Kong, and she was positive in COVID. So this is a big concern for us now, those who are coming back from Manila, if they will face the same situation with this Filipino who was being terminated immediately by their employer. But so far we don't have that much. What we got is employers was being went home for or transferred to other countries. Those were their domestic workers was being terminated here while they were here in Hong Kong, and some employers are also lost their job. So the worker was also terminated, and these are all the reasons why many Filipinos now are terminated in Hong Kong.
可唔可以講下而家暫時收到幾多呢啲咁樣嘅求助，即係被
She's asking how many cases, the number of cases when the workers are being terminated.
So far that I received from the Progressive Labor Union, from our members alone, we already have 7 members who was being terminated because of loss of job by the employers, and some went to other countries. But we have 2 who was taken day off, who was being terminated when they come back. So this is the data that I got from Progressive Labor, who call us, and it's our member alone, not excluding the other Filipinos outside, but for our members alone, we already have this kind of data.
同埋咧係我聽講我哋嗰個姊妹咧係講關嗰個，以前你哋聽到關嘅政府講話有意見俾我哋家務工咧喺休息時間嗰日咧係喺屋企留喺屋企，但係咧有僱主講邊個出去咧係你翻屋企啦，係咁意思。呢度都有好多個係咁講，所以咧我哋嗰個姊妹唔敢出嚟係禮拜咁意思。但係咧你哋知唔知日日我哋都買餸㗎啦，多人地方㗎啦，點解淨話俾我哋係禮拜休息先喺屋企？呢啲係會唔會話教下佢教育下佢點樣你出街，點樣你保護自己係咁意思？呢啲係好緊要㗎。關我哋嗰個家務工嘅姊妹嚇，唔該。
You mentioned the lack of information from migrant domestic workers. Do you feel like the government has sort of overlooked your importance or ignored your concerns over these last few weeks?
你哋有冇覺得咧，即係你哋提到咧，就係我哋冇乜資訊啦，作為 domestic 家務工人，你哋會唔會覺得政府好似忽略咗你哋咧？
係 ，yes。點解咧？我哋想拍俾你個，因為佢哋都係頭先我講咗咧，關嗰個冇睇電視，信息唔係英文、中文，我哋都唔識字啦講下，所以我哋透到我哋工會嗰個負責啲關嗰個俾信息俾我哋家務工，因為我哋接觸佢哋多啲嘛嚇。
Yeah, I can add on that. We say that because every time we heard it's only for the employer's position. It's not about the migrant domestic workers who is really more vulnerable to in as workers. And if you can hear also on the press conference last night, the only thing that they discuss is about the accommodation. But they never say anything about our own protection. That's why I'm saying that if possible, the government have equal protection for the employers and the employee, because we are living together. We need to be protecting each other. Yeah, but most of those coming out like those guidelines, it's all for the employer side. It's only for us is the accommodation. I cannot really hear anything that and the visa one, but the visa one will cost us a lot also. So it's not good again for the domestic worker. Yeah.
Sheila, do you mind going through sort of the request for the government as well?
Our demands. Yeah. Can I? Because I forgot it. First is the abolition of the mandatory live-in arrangement for the migrant domestic workers. The second is to include us on the labor protection on the occupational health and safety. Also to just a minute.
Also the arrangement of domestic workers, if the employees have to be quarantined, then there should be a proper arrangement of domestic workers on the accommodation. Not only for that.
Yeah, we are saying that we need proper guidance for employers and employee to work together on the hygiene, especially inside the household, because this really we are the one communicating each other. So we need equal putting on this. It's not only the domestic worker will be going to do all the hygiene and sanitizing everything, but also the employers have the say. Employer must also help the domestic workers in doing this health and sanitizing the household.
Dập cho quân dọn bẹt rồi có đi. Apa di mana?
And also the inclusion of the occupational disease and employment benefit and information notified of the employees being quarantined.
Yeah.
唔好意思想問咧，即係你哋有冇同一啲相關嘅政府部門或者一啲機構有溝通過咧？如果有嘅話，咁即係會唔會當中會遇到啲困難啊，或者啲咩阻滯？
Have you ever talked to any officials or government departments? If you have communicated with them, any difficulties?
As what the experience that we heard from the terminated worker who has been terminated immediately by their employers, everywhere she went to the Department of Labor to ask for help. She went to other departments of Hong Kong, but no one answered all her questions. So now we cannot find her where she is staying, and even the government doesn't know where she is now, because we don't know if she is also affected by this COVID-19.
可以問一問咧，可唔可以講下詳細講下咧被解僱嗰個例子，其實幾時接到求助啦？同埋咧，佢嚟到香港之後咧，咁佢點算咧？因為嗱，如果僱主解僱咗佢，咁佢要喺香港強制隔離14日㗎嘛，咁嗰個 accommodation 嗰個 course 咧係邊個afford 嘅咧？咁同埋驚唔驚未來會有一個 trend 咧？即係因為其實政府都要求你compulsory 你嗰個僱主係要提供 accommodation 啊。
否則咧就唔可以再僱用啦。驚唔驚其實日後會出一個即時解僱潮，咁會令到咧好多一啲 domestic workers 會係失業咁樣咧？
So she wants the details about the cases, complaint cases that you have received, like when and who and what's the situation of the termination cases. So, and also the cost of accommodation, who is going to afford this. And whether you will foresee there will be a trend of immediate dismissal of migrant domestic workers.
Yeah, maybe I can give you back the details of these cases of termination, because it's not like one day at a time. There's a lot, so I cannot really give you the full details on dates and times when they call me and when they call the other leaders of PLU. But for us, we have a lot of concern because it's not only our members who are asking help now. Like on the cause of termination, it's only the migrant domestic workers who were going to pay a lot of burden. It's not the main problem for us, if we are saying about the accommodation, we don't know, but it's the government to say that it's the employer to provide or the employment agency. What about those who are not having employment agency anymore in Hong Kong? Where can we go if the employer will not going to give us accommodation when we come back? Just like on the finished contract, we don't need any more employment agency, so we can process our own contracts. So we don't have agency to provide us accommodation, as what the government is saying. But what about if our employers were not going to provide? Are we going to provide our own accommodation just to continue the employment contract? I don't know if this is our worry from the Hong Kong government, because there's a lot of clarification to make on the situation of migrant domestic workers, this is very vulnerable, because as what I say, we are a live-in. So if they will consider now to talk about the mandatory live-in arrangement for migrant domestic workers, it's time now to talk about this.
If I may add, actually, if of course, Lord Chikong yesterday said if the employers are not providing the accommodation, then the employees will be punished. But then for the workers, how she will make a complaint, because she actually still want the job, right? So maybe the employees, okay, you go away, you handle your own accommodation. Then the worker, obviously, because of the job, she won't complain. And
Yes.
how the labor department know about the situation when the employees are not providing the accommodation?
Can I conclude that you guys don't know whether the domestic workers were dismissed by the employer and what the course who will afford from the accommodation, right? Because maybe he or she just noticed you, oh, you're dismissed, and how about the accommodation? You guys don't know who will afford about that. Do communicate with their officers from government about this gate.
No, so far we haven't have any talk to the Hong Kong government, because we only sent some statements on our position and our concern. But we haven't have a face-to-face, because, you know, especially migrant domestic workers have this kind of call to employers that we're not going to allow to go out on our holidays. Even so, all our meetings, all our activities, we are not having this at the how many months now. So it's hard for us also to face the government on weekdays, because our employers will not allow us to go out, especially this is kind of situation now. So what we are saying, there are also employers who give a termination letter to those who have been terminated workers, who's saying that they are not satisfied with their job. In this time of situation, it's really very tricky for us. That, like, one of our member who has been working for 3 years and a half to the employer, suddenly she was terminated because of this kind of reason. I don't think so. So there's a lot of tricky situation now for employers. I cannot blame the employers totally because they want also to protect themselves. But if they are needing us workers in their household, they have to protect us because we're doing everything for them, especially if they are working parents. And they must recognize that contribution from the migrant domestic workers, especially the Hong Kong government must recognize that. I know they are recognizing, but they keep on saying that they are recognizing the contribution of migrant domestic workers in Hong Kong, in the economy of Hong Kong, but there's a lot of gray areas for the protection of migrant domestic workers.
And also I want to add about the response from the employer and the agency that I hear from the government. They announce if the employer and the agency not respond about accommodation, and then they have to go back home, send back to home country immediately, and then who will respond that? And then I worry about the newcomer to come to Hong Kong. They don't know even the language, how to communicate, and then they have the translator to help them, or the expenses they already pay a lot, and then who will respond about that? And then also I worry about the direct hire, like Thai migrant domestic workers. They can be the direct hire without the agency to come here Hong Kong. Who will respond that if the employer not respond them? This is not clear from the Hong Kong government to explain us, so make us worry. And then like last night we hear the announcement from the government, but today we holiday, so we not clear about that, so we worry. Then thank you very much to you to come here to bring our message to the Hong Kong government and the Hong Kong public to know our situation now is we are very worried about that, because like Thai people now, if we have to want to go back home, we have to get the certificate from the doctor, and then that certificate we pay very expensive, and then who will respond the cost of the certificate of the COVID-19 for us? This is not clear. And then before we go back home, we also have to go to Thai consulate to have the job to prove we are fit for flight. So it's make us very difficult now for this situation. Who will respond that? We need the government, Hong Kong government, to be clear about that.
But I think we can send the statement later.
Yeah, we will send the statement later. Yeah.
Regarding the living policy, are you urging the government to abandon this policy only during the current pandemic, or to abandon it for good?
Abandoning for good, because it's our demand for so many years, because this is really not a good protection for migrant domestic workers. We have been calling the government to abolish this, because this makes us more vulnerable, not only for like this kind of situation, but also on sex harassment and other physical injuries. We also have this kind of problem if you are a live-in worker.
同埋呢個關嗰個強制留宿呢啲都係僱主同僱員佢同意話可以喺出邊或者裏邊咁意思，但係咧呢啲家真係僱主我哋係啊，呢啲嘢係所以我哋要求政府係討論同埋關呢啲強制留宿呢啲嘢嚇，唔係淨我哋嗰邊好。僱主都好㗎，唔係嚇，你係知道啦，屋企咁需要我哋幫手，但係你有時屋企都係唔係話太大咁意思嚇，呢個係我哋要求政府係考慮下關呢啲條例。
但你知係即係應該安排其他住宿，跟住你可能每日淨係日頭嘅時候就去照顧佢哋。
Do you mean that the employers arrange other accommodation for you so that during daytime you go to work? Is it like that?
係。
That
以
is
前
not clear.
係以前咧，2003年你知道㗎啦，呢個條例都有㗎啦，啱取消咗2003年取消㗎嘛，所以呢啲嘢咧係政府係會唔會考慮下我哋嘅要求咁意思啊
There's one employer from our members who have a kid and also been quarantined, but the employer arranged accommodation for them for 14 days. But the worry for the migrant domestic worker is the policy in the immigration that we cannot live out. So she don't know now if she will agree or not with the employer, but where she can get an information if this is legal or not. So this is most of our concern because there's a lot of policies that is anti-migrant workers. So we cannot just move like freely move that we can just say, okay, you find me an accommodation. And then the employer will just say, okay, I will find you an accommodation. Because we don't know if we are violating our own contract or not. So this is most worries of the employer and the domestic worker. Not only for domestic worker, but also a worry for the employers.
同埋嗰個即時解僱嗰度嗰啲 case 咧都想講，可能你唔講得晒咁多 case 嘅之前，我會舉啲例子，即係例如僱主係點解或者俾咩理由去即時解僱嗰啲嚟到香港外傭嚟到香港嘅，嚟到香港嘅外傭。
She wants to ask about the immediate dismissal, the cases. What are the reasons that they are immediately dismissed? The cases that we have received.
We have because they're supposed to take their holiday on Sunday holiday, which the employer doesn't want them to go out. Oh, that is how many cases that we have. And then there's another one. The employer asked her to go out for a half day. But when she come back, all her bags or her things was already packed outside the door because the employer doesn't want her to go back inside the house because the employer said maybe she contacted someone outside, and few of them are temporarily, according to them, temporarily they have to go to other country. So most of these are the most current termination from our members and non-members.
OK， 好。咁如果冇問題，咁我哋個記者會可以完結咁樣。唔該晒大家。
多謝晒。
Thank you very much for coming.
唔該晒，唔該
Because
晒。
we think you can spread this to the Hong Kong government and the people.
保持身體，大家。
如果我答到你，我係俾咗電話你；如果我答唔到你，我俾第二個電話俾你，好唔好？我電話係90717171，係。佢有啲 case 咧，一定係有關唔係嗰啲行業，一定係喺度，即係有一啲係香港都係。